The Overwatch Lunar New Year event has returned for 2019, bringing with it new skins and cosmetics, as well as its unique variants on the Capture the Flag game mode. Then on top of that, this patch also includes some major hero balance changes, so let's take a look at what's new. First of all, the skins. We've got new looks for a number of heroes, including Reinhardt, Tracer, Hanzo, Reaper, Torbjorn, Orisa, Brigitta and Zenyatta. Then there are new victory poses, emotes, and a highlight intro. As expected, there is no new game mode, but the Lunar New Year Capture the Flag games will be available during the event. This includes a standard variant and a competitive one. We also got a new event-themed skin for Busan. As well as the event, this patch also includes some new hero balance changes. It's worth noting that this is the same patch the first stage of the Overwatch League will be played on. First of all, we got a nerf to armour in general. Previously, armour would reduce incoming damage by up to 5 points. That has now been reduced to a maximum of 3. The impact of this change depends a lot on which heroes you're playing with and against. For example, for Pharah, this change means that a direct hit on an armoured target will deal 117 damage rather than 115, not a big difference. However, for heroes who deal damage in lots of small hits, this is a substantial boost. Body shots from Soldier 76 will now deal 14% more damage, Sombra will do around 25% more, and Orisa will hit about 33% harder. Headshot damage from heroes like Hammond, Tracer and Reaper will also get a major boost. The heroes who lose out the most in this change are those with a lot of armour. Devo, Reinhardt and Orisa in particular, or those who have skills based in providing armour like Brigitta. The tanks will now find that their health depletes much faster against foes they could previously handle quite well, and keeping them topped up with healing will become harder. As for Brigitta, this will impact not just her health pool, which is 20% armour, but also her ultimate and armour pack abilities. Speaking of Brigitta, she was hit with another nerf in this patch that sets a maximum duration on her ultimate. The armour provided from Rally will now vanish after 30 seconds. This means that you can't just activate Rally between fights and expect that armour to be there when the next skirmish begins. It also means that heroes with a lot of shield hit points, like Zenyatta and Zarya, won't be able to hold onto that armour for extended periods of time. Devo was also directly nerfed, with the cooldown on her defense matrix being increased from 1 to 2 seconds. It still remains one of the most powerful abilities in the game, and is able to shut down entire ultimates. However, there will now be a much greater window of downtime between activations, making it easier for heroes to get their ultimate off unaffected. This puts a lot more pressure on Devo players not to waste their defense matrix, and makes focusing her and forcing her to use it a very effective tactic. The final change was to Reaper. His passive lifesteal ability was buffed to now heal him for 50% of damage dealt, up from the previous 30%. This is a dramatic boost to his survivability, and makes him much harder to kill once he's in close. This also comes on top of a series of previous buffs to him over the past year. All these changes are specifically targeted at countering the GOATS meta, that uses lots of tanks, healing and armour. However, this style of play only really exists in the highest tiers of competitive and tournament play, and isn't really something that impacts most of the player base. However, with the Overwatch League fast approaching, Blizzard is hoping to push the meta away from this tactic and back towards some more traditional compositions that showcase a wider range of heroes and is more appealing to watch. However, we will have to wait and see if they've been successful. What do you think of the Lunar New Year skins and these new balance changes? Let me know in the comments below. As always, this is James for Cass, saying thanks for watching, and enjoy the game.